Hi everyone, welcome back once again for the fifth module, that is nothing but magnetic resonance imaging safety, MRI safety. As we know, in our institution we have already installed a 3 Tesla MRI. I will tell you a short story which was happened in a hospital. A few years ago, a hospital installed its first 3 Tesla MRI scanner. The team was excited, twice the field strength. Before they were having a 1.5 Tesla, so currently they are having a 3 Tesla MRI, so everyone were excited. Faster imaging, beautiful resolution, so everything was ready for the first scan. So a technologist who is having many years of experience, the moment he crossed the threshold, the scissor shoot out of his pocket. He had a scissor in his pocket, it shoot out, not gradually but instantly with a force he had never seen before, because he was working with 1.5T. Now it is 3 Tesla MRI. They stuck to the bore like they had been fired from a gun. So thankfully there were no patients in the MRI scanner room. So the entire team realized something important here. 3 Tesla isn't just 1.5 Tesla into 2. It is a new level of magnetic power. A magnet that is always on, always waiting, and always stronger than our assumption. You can see a lot of newspaper cuttings and news about the accidents which is happening in the MRI scanner room. So this is all because of the lack of awareness about the MRI machines. So we have to educate the people. You can see an incident which was happened in America. A lady was undergoing an MRI scanning, and suddenly after the scan, the lady was feeling a bit difficult to come out, so the person went inside. The husband went inside. He was wearing a chain, a large chain, and suddenly man dies after large chain pulled him into MRI machine. So we never want to see, or never want to see again this kind of headlines. So to avoid this kind of injury, we have to give awareness to the public as well as the technologists and to the physicians. So MRI is one of the safest imaging modality when used correctly. As we know, there is no ionizing radiation, so it is safer, but we have to use it appropriately. But its powerful magnetic field create unique risk. We have to be aware about that. So Earth's magnetic field, you can see, that is approximately 0.00005 Tesla. When you compare it with a fridge magnet, fridge door, a slight magnet is there. That fridge magnet is around approximately 0.005 Tesla. So a fridge magnet is about 100 times stronger than the Earth magnetic field. But when you come to this 3 Tesla MRI and 1.5 Tesla MRI, you have to know the field strength. That is around 60K, that is 60,000 times stronger. So a 3 Tesla MRI magnet is approximately 60,000 times more powerful than Earth's natural magnetic field. And in 1.5 Tesla, it is 30,000 times stronger. A 1.5T MRI magnet is approximately 30K times more powerful than Earth's magnetic field. So a fridge magnet, you will feel like a baby pulling your shirt. It is very gentle. You don't feel much difficulties. But MRI magnets, how you will feel like a bodyguard grabbing your shirt and dragging you across the door, across the room. How will you feel? So that kind of difference is there. So always be aware about the magnetic field strength. If Earth's magnetic field is a gentle breeze guiding a compass needle, a 3T MRI magnetic field is a hurricane of magnetism capable of moving metal object across a room. So be well aware about the magnetic field strength. So the pull is instant. cannot be stopped, can reach 50 to 100 kilometer per hour. So strongest, which is strongest in 3 Tesla MRI system. So the static magnetic field, that is nothing but B0 in MRI, is always on, 24/7 it is on, even when no scan is happening. That we have to remember. It is not like CT we can switch off, X-ray machines we can switch off, but MRI machine you are never switching off. It is 24/7 it is on. So the field is responsible for projectile effect, missile effect, action of ferromagnetic items, also torque and twisting force on implants, and disruption or malfunction of electronic devices. Now we'll move on to the safety zone, MRI safety zone, which is classified into 4 zones: zone 1, 2, 3 and 4. So whenever I used to discuss about safety zones, I used to put an example such as airport. Zone 1 is like outside of an airport, completely open. Passenger can go, public can go and drop the passenger. So it is completely open. Okay. So there is no restrictions. So zone 1 is nothing but public area. It is completely safe. Who can enter? Anyone. Here patients can enter, visitors can enter, also public can enter. Examples: hospital corridors, waiting area, reception. All these areas are completely open for everyone. And magnetic risk: no magnetic field exposure, no restrictions here. So zone 2 is like an airport security. So screening happens here. Okay, so in MRI zone 2 also, it is a supervised area. It is a screening zone. So who can enter here? Patient can enter, staff can enter, also visitors can enter with supervision. The purpose: screening for metal, taking history, implant is there or not, devices, about the pregnancy, all the histories can be taken in this zone. And explaining MRI safety, related to MRI safety, we can explain to the patient and patient party, and changing clothes. Those all are the purpose of the safety zone 2. Example: MRI safety screening rooms, patient waiting area inside MRI department. And what all are the magnetic risk? Weak magnetic field may begins here, also access controlled by the staff members. So come to the zone 3. Zone 3, the door to the runway. So restricted access here in the zone 3. High magnetic field nearby. So who all can enter? Only trained MRI staff can enter. Also screened patients can enter. And no public access, no metal object allowed. Why? Why no metal allowed? Zone 3 is next to zone 4. So there is a risk of projectile accidents. Pacemaker malfunction can happen. Also unscreened people wandering into danger. So the examples include MRI control room, you can see in the picture which is showing, also corridor leading to the scanner room. This is all involved in the zone 3. And finally, what all are the risk? Strong magnetic field begins to rise here. Also pacemakers may malfunction at the zone 3 level. When we come to the zone 4, it is nothing but the aircraft cockpit. Only qualified people may enter at this level. So zone 4 is MRI magnet room. So highest risk, that is the zone 4. Who can enter here? Fully screened patients, also MRI trained staff. No metal objects, no unscreened personals are allowed here. So this is where the MRI scanner is located. You can see from the picture. So risk factors include projectile hazards, RF burns, pacemaker or implant interference. Also gradient noise, magnet always on 24/7. So magnetic risk, highest magnetic field risk at this zone 4, and must follow strict protocol at this particular level. Now we'll talk bit about the 5 gauge line. It is nothing but it is the critical boundary marks where magnetic field strength begins to affect pacemaker, implanted medical devices and ferromagnetic objects. So it typically extends several meters from the scanner bore. So 1.5T 5 gauge line distance is approximately 1.5 meter to 2.5 meter from the bore. In 3 Tesla MRI, 5 gauge line distance is approximately 2.5 meter to 4 meter from the bore. So in 3T, the magnetic field is twice as strong. Also, we have to know about the fringe field, that is nothing but the magnetic field that leaks out of the MRI scanner beyond the bore. The fringe field expands outwards. So that's all about the first part of MRI safety. Second part we can discuss about safety, MRI safety labels in the next session. Thank you.